tissue. Okay, I want to firstly congratulate the happy couple, Emily and Tevin. This is such a beautiful wedding, and Emily makes a beautiful, beautiful bride. As Emily and I were growing up, I always wanted to be like Emily. I wanted to do the things that she did and have the things that she had, and that was probably a bit annoying for her. Whenever her friends would come over, she would never leave me out and would always let me tag along with what they were doing. Though most of the time, it was really just Emily bossing me. Since we were little, I've always looked up to Emily, how driven, smart, funny, and fashionable she is. The role that Emily has played in my life has always been the big sister, the one in charge, the boss, and not much has changed. When we were younger, the games I liked to play were school and teachers, but this was not Emily's thing. Her version of playing was telling me that I was a masseuse, and I would have to give her a massage and give her a scratch for as long as she wanted, or until I would complain. But I have gladly stepped down from the role of masseuse in her life, and Tevin has kindly Thank you so much. But my favourite thing about being Emily's sister was borrowing her clothes. She probably doesn't know the amount of times that I really borrowed her clothes. Most times I would wait for her to leave the house, I would go into her room, borrow her clothes that I liked and go out. But I always made sure that I got home before her, leaving no trace of evidence. Sometimes I would even call my mum and dad and say, "Is Emily home?" And I would quickly go in her room and put her back. Because even though Emily and I are very close, we weren't always best friends. I can remember door slamming, cat fights, and going days of being each other's side of treatment. But I couldn't have grown up with a better sister. Now that we are older, I can truly appreciate how lucky I am to have Emily. As we've gone through life together, Emily has always been there to give me advice and unconditional love. She has taught me so much and has always been an amazing role model to me. Emily, I want you to know that I wrote this speech 1,000 times over, and there were no perfect words for me to tell you how much I love you and how happy I am for you. You're my best friend and the best big sister I could ever ask for. I couldn't be prouder of the woman you are today, and I am so glad that you found someone as kind-hearted and caring as ever. Tevin has one of the biggest hearts of anyone I know. He's the type of person to always put others before himself. The love and care that he shows my sister is something that cannot be matched, and I've watched you both grow over the last 8 years and cannot wait to see what the future holds. If I can ask that we all raise our glasses to the married couple, Emily and Tevin, I wish you both a lifetime of happiness and love together.
It's something we shared about siblings. And there's a term I like to phrase called sibling grace. It's that grace you forgive your sister for wearing your clothes. You have a fight, but you never really fight. And you'll always sit down and forgive each other. But you'll always love each other. That's a huge tribute to you, Greg and Marianne. Beautiful girls. Okay, so we got a bit dusty. Now for from the groom's side, I'd love to